Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. And today's video, we're going to talk about the recently added fusion to the game, and that the one I just pulled today, Sanguine Maria, the most controversial champion, the champion that once after they released, Plarium figured out whatever they have in their mind is actually going to break the game. And some people might be saying, why do they nerf fusions? Why don't they nerf non-fusion? Well, non-fusions are inaccessible for everyone. They are accessible only to people who are willing to spend. Yes, you are correct if you think like that. So, what they have in their mind is basically a champion that will be insanely OP on the third turn, and then they didn't figure out that she can just get infinite amount of turns on her A1 because her A1 works 3 times. Each hit had 33% chance, so on an ideal scenario, you will always get that scenario. So you start with an A1 in the fight, you get an extra turn, then you try to kill with your A3. What does A3 does? Okay, I need you to be aware of, because there is like some kind of mechanic you need to be aware of here. Attack one enemy before attack and remove all buffs from all enemies. This effect cannot be resisted by enemies with a number of buffs that is dividable by 3, which means she is gonna work like insanely well against CP teams, because CP put 3 buffs. So against CP teams, you just pick Sanguine, you should be winning the game. They will attack the remaining enemies with less than 66% HP. So it's like, think of this as a splash damage, similar to Wukong, technically, okay? Not as accurate. So what you need to do is, if you can have another champion with her to drop the enemy's HP below around 66%. So if you have like Vulcanus, if you have like Sulfurion, if you have Gizmag, these type of champions will make sure to drop the enemy's HP with not killing them. So whenever she uses this ability, she's gonna attack one enemy and then have a splash damage. So that is gonna be like insanely well for her. Grant an extra turn of this champion is under a number of buffs that is dividable by 3. So you need to be aware of this. If you want this mechanic to work, you need 3 buffs on her. So think of it this way. She goes, but I'm not sure if this is at the end or at the beginning. This champion is under a number of buffs that is dividable by 3. We will see that in the testing. So you start with this, then you go to this, and then you end up with this, which is her A2. Attack one enemy, ignore 33% of the target defense, ignore 100%, 99% of the target defense, stone skin, and block damage. Instead, if this skill is used on a turn number that is dividable by 3. So this is what I want you to be aware of. You start with this, you go to this, so you make sure that your third one is this one if you are playing against something like Nice. The target is killed, increase the cooldown of all enemies killed by 3 turns. This needs accuracy, but this cannot be resisted if this skill is used on a number of turns that is dividable by 3. So that's why I want you to use this on the third turn, because that is where she become insane. Unresistible decrease cooldown. We're talking about Lizarius level of lockout. Her passive, she's gonna do more damage. If it's dividable, she's gonna do more damage the more turns she gets. So 1, 2, 3. And then she's gonna become tankier. Whenever an enemy is revived, revive this champion with 33% HP and 66% turn meter. After being revived, place True Fear debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be resisted or blocked. This is another insane part about her kit. Now, they nerfed her damage, I understand. But this is a fusion. We have to live with whatever we have now, instead of just complaining. And now I couldn't win my champion chase because my tournament was literally 20 to 30,000. So that was just insane. Now, as far as the relic, I put Gore Crescent on her. As I said, Gore Crescent is the most underrated relic in the game. People just don't appreciate how strong this is, because at level 5, at level 6, you get 50% increase in your damage after you kill someone. And remember, if she can kill with her A1, that means her A3 will kill. If she can kill or hit on her A3, then her A2 should nuke. It becomes like a cannon. As far as gems, I literally put whatever left gems. Is there anything I would recommend? Yeah, this one. If no enemy has taken a turn, the warrior first attack deals 10% more damage. And then there is this circle one. Every time the warrior kills an enemy, increase their damage by 10%. And then there is this one. After killing an enemy, the warrior's next attack will ignore 12% of the target defense. That's another crazy good one. Now, as far as blessings, I would say having cast is good. It's going to increase the damage. Lightning Cage is good to protect the Stone Skin if you are using her in Stone Skin. You could go with Soul Reap as well, you know, if it's a high awakening. You could go with honestly anything you have in mind because she's just so freaking versatile. As far as relic, there is a relic that I don't have and I think would be insanely good on her. Let's go here. And it's this one, Dread Bomb. I mean, technically, if you have Dread Bomb, it's going to go to your best mythical because this relic is just insanely good. Where it has 10% chance to get an extra turn when attacking, where it will ignore 10% of an enemy's defense when attacking during the extra turn. So she's just going to get an insane amount of turns. Now, let's talk about her build. How do I have her build? I have two builds for her, okay? Number one is... Okay, let me just save this. Number one, I have Lethal and Stone Skin, okay? I just put some lethal pieces on her. I managed to get this piece a couple days ago, so I'm happy with it. I had to take this piece from someone else, and I would say that this is a good build for her. I haven't fully awakened this, and this piece here doesn't have attack, so technically we're talking about 240 speed, 7,000 attack, and 300 crit damage. Remember, I don't have any soul for her. Now, I do recommend building her faster, but this is... I just wanted to have this type of build on her for specific reasons regarding my account. So usually just gonna give her like the lethal stone skin gear that you use on your attack nuker. Now there is another build that I think actually is crazier, which is 6 pieces of Merciless, because that 9 pieces, because you have 15% chance of getting an extra turn. So you have many chances into getting so many extra turns. Plus, it's kind of like, you know, more stat heavy. You know what? Let's just go and test out the Merciless. Wait, I haven't shown you the build. So let me just show you the masteries. Masteries wise, okay, let me move myself. How can I move myself? Okay, so you could go with the Ruthless Ambush, but I'm just a big fan of Whirlwind of Death. If you want to kill, this is actually has a better chances. I would say if you don't have Gizmax, Sulfurion, Volcanus, you can go Ruthless Ambush. Because I have those. I have one of those. I have 2 of these 3 champions. I don't care if my A1 hits harder or like my first ability hits harder, because my nuka will always go after the Stone Skin. You can go for the double counter attack here. I just like, you know, didn't finish the build because tomorrow is CVC and I want to save some resources. Because remember, guys, we don't have test servers, so this is your chance to subscribe to this channel if you like the content, so we can get to work on having access to that. So where is... Okay, let's test what we were just yapping about. So how many buffs we have? 1, right? So he'd like assume you're gonna drop the Stone Skin. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, we have three buffs, right? Keep that number in mind. So you're gonna use your A1. That was kind of a weak hit, not gonna lie. Where is my extra turn? Oh wait, I didn't triple hit. Because I have 4. Wait. Did I just reset this one? What did I mean? Oh my god, that was... Never mind. Never mind. I thought I used my A3. We're gonna use our A3 here. Holy the... Okay, I ignored it. Okay, let's just pick up a tankier team. We need a tanky team here. This is not a tanky team. This is not a tanky team. This looks... Okay, I just want to see how much damage the splash, because I actually missed that opportunity. Let's just speed up. It's a strip. Lock out. You're annoying. So let's just make sure you have to have that. I need to see what's going to happen if she gets an extra turn. I don't want to give her increased attack. Is Samson's green? Yeah, he's green affinity. So we get the extra turn, right? Now let's see. They are all green. 30,000 weak hit, and we get an extra turn because we have 3 buffs, and now we can just literally chain the turns back to back to back. You saw like we just get 3 turns back to back to back. So let's just get a stronger team. Now I will do a full video about her in live arena once I have a soul for her. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm not just doing these battles. There is literally going to be a dedicated video for her in what's his face in live arena. So don't be like, oh my god, this is kind of a bad showcase. There will be a dedicated showcase, guys. Remember, I don't have test server, so I don't have access to infinite resources. Okay. I don't want to give her increased attack. Because I want those 3 buffs to stay as is. Well, we get the extra turn. What is this one? No, I want to see the splash damage. Where's the splash damage? Oh, it's supposed to be the 3rd turn. Dude, now I remember why I do A1, A3. Okay. A1, A3, A2. That's how it's supposed to do her, guys. I mean, not do her, like, do her, like, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to say now. Okay, let's do the last one. And then we can end the video here. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And once we get a champion training tournament, I will be fully booking her because I think that she has enough good stuff to make you build her. Can we? Thank you. Okay, no. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen for you. Okay. Wake up. So I thought I was hoping she's gonna take the turn before. Now we're gonna finish the thing before she even takes a turn. So this is like technically more like how to build her and like what do you need to do, like how to use her, where to use her, stuff that you need to be aware of. Something to mention here that her A1 is worth booking. We're talking about 30% increase to the damage. 30% of the multiplier. That's a lot of damage that you need to have. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know for as far as the build and the guide. Thanks for watching. And I will catch you on the next video. Peace.